Hi everyone, welcome back to World and Mike the Power Wrangler, and today I bring back a collection that was out a bloody long time ago. Yes, this is a collection that I am very passionate about. It is the miniature clock collection brought to you by Hachette Partworks. And this was a collection back in the day of collecting all different miniature clocks. So you had things like alarm clocks, a little radio, that is issue two's one. You had, not too sure what that had, you had ships and telephone boxes, a globe, and this is issue number one. On the back, if I just show you, you would also get, as one of the extras, you would get a wooden display cabinet to put all of your little clocks in. And this came in things like, it had other clocks as well that were like bikes and cars and even a sewing machine. You know, some really beautiful designs here. And as you can see, issue two, retro television clock, was issue number two, and it was brought to you by Hachette. Now, I believe this came out in 2005, so trying to get hold of this display cabinet is going to be really, really difficult. Each one of them does hold 20 clocks. Now, I do just want to stress that this collection is not out. It's a very old collection, so please don't think that you can subscribe to it. As you can see here, this is our little clock in itself. It probably doesn't have a battery to start off with, but back in the day, you would only pay £2.50. When we look at today's prices, you're paying like well over like £10 something. Some, if they're like sewing or, you know, crafty ones, they can be about £4, sometimes a bit higher, but this was like a really, really good price back in the day. Obviously, some collections now have dropped, so it's like £1.99. But obviously, if you're getting a clock, you're going to put the battery with it. If they include the battery, it's going to put it up in price. So, yeah, so this was that. We'll get into the magazine first. So this was the little magazine, and as you could see, you get your little clocks and stuff. It's just a glorious collection, and as I say, I work with some of the talented suppliers out there. I have people that hunt these collections down for me, and Bazza is one of them because he can get his hands on near enough anything I need to get hold of. He's the man to do it. He's very, very good at sourcing it. And inside here, as you can see, this is issue number two and then issue three. Now, they do sell these clocks on eBay if you wanted to get them through eBay, but obviously the earlier issues are going to be quite hard to get hold of. As you can see with things like Eddie Stobart now, people are charging ridiculous amounts for the issue ones because they are a rare thing. Once that collection stops, you won't get the issues being supplied. So yeah, people do tend to rank up the prices. Back in the day, you would do make sure you don't miss out, order your copy from the newsagents, and I love how they're sort of displayed on there, and that would just be a copy that you give to your newsagents. Again, this collection is no more available, but I'm just showing you for the purposes of the video what you would have got. Perhaps if you couldn't subscribe online, you could give this to your newsagents and they would source it for you. So inside here, we have some lovely stuff going on in here. We've got this beautiful collection. I mean, even that, as opposed to it be fabulous. And then inside here, you would have your wooden display case. I'm absolutely addicted to clocks, watches, alarm clocks. I've always been fascinated by clocks. We've got the majestic sailing ship, Spanish mantle, the gentleman's bicycle. In 1873, James Stanley produced the first penny farthing, a bicycle with its front wheel 3 times bigger than its back. Not until 1880, where the wheel size is made the same, making way for the modern bicycle. This miniature clock has moving pedals, handlebars, and wheels. So as you can see, they've tried to incorporate a clock in every little thing they've made. There's things like buses down the line. We've had like miniature buses that come up. Just trying to think of any other ones we've got. We've got like, you know, the little clock, yeah, that one with the little 4 dials with, we used to have one of them, funny enough. We've got the rotating globe, the nostalgic payphone, classic carousel, and the traditional alarm. So as you can see there. And then obviously that would be how you display them on the back here. Such a fabulous collection. And yeah, it's just, yeah, it's so fascinating, because when these collections end, you think these are never going to crop up again, but just stay positive, stay focused, and I can assure you, I've been doing partworks for a number of years, okay, old and new, and I can assure you that these things will crop up like many years down the line. Someone out there will have that copy that they want to sell. So yeah, this would be like a little mandate that you would send to the company to subscribe. Back in the day, you would have got yourself a free issue, a free pocket watch there with 2 little birds on it, a free binder, and of course your free wooden display kit worth £29.99. And obviously, if you're a special offer, by direct debit, you would have got this clock that rolls up into like this little case thing here, which was the travel alarm clock. A very light and practical, this elegant travel alarm clock folds away neatly, making it ideal for all your journeys. And then, as you can see, blimey, Jarrow. Yeah, a lot of things have changed since then, because they're not in Jarrow anymore. So I don't even know where Jarrow is. But yeah, so Jarrow. Then of course we've got the same sort of thing in a bigger version. So it just goes on to say, you know, issue 2, £6.99. You might be wondering why I'm showing you this if it's no longer available. I like things from the past, so I like to show you what would have been in the whole, you know, issue 1 and stuff. But it just gives you an idea, and you know, I'm hopeful that this will come out again. It's very unlikely because of how long it's been. Like, it's been many years and they've never really bring it back. So some collections go through the process where they'll take a break for a few years, they'll crop up again. Some things don't. You can, a perfect example of that is Titanic, because Titanic was a wooden version, and then centuries down the line they bring it into what we had, I think it was last year we launched in it, which was the Titanic metal version. So very similar with U96 boat, that was wooden, and they bring it out into diecast as well. And then we have another flyer. I think they've put a little bit too many in here because we've got the same thing again. Oh no, I'll tell you what it was. This was a very interesting thing. So what you would do is, back in the day, if you wanted to get yourself this little wooden thing, what you would have to do is collect your stamps. So as you can see, order and attach your vouchers here. So in each one of the magazines, you'd have like a little stamp at the edge of your book, like in the corner here, and you would have to collect them, cut them out and stick them onto this to send it off to get a special price on that. If you needed any more. And as you can see, display cabinet order. So we might have one of them in issue 1. This is the issue itself, and I'll see if I can find that for you. Yeah, so you see here, that's the little stamp. So you would have to cut that out in order to collect the display cabinet on the other page that I just showed you. So a lot of things have changed now. They don't do that anymore. So yeah, and then obviously it goes into, try and get this up a bit more, it goes up into the introduction of it, and then obviously bits and bobs all about the mechanical clock here. As you can see, this is just so strange seeing this all these years ago, you know. And then long case clocks, bloody hell, I think you'd be as tall as that, won't you? And then obviously all about the English long case clock. And then we've got ourselves the classic carousel clock, and what you could do is cut that out and use that as a poster if you wanted to. And then obviously on the back here, your classic carousel clock. So yeah, it is quite, you know, you probably might miss that if you don't read the magazine. But yeah, obviously don't go collecting them because you're not going to get it. Is out. This collection is no comprende, you know. I'm just trying to see when this was out. Let's have a look here. So it looks as if, looking here, it was way back in 2007 by the looks of it, because it was published by Harshett Partworks. Interesting how RBA is in there. RBA is another partwork company, but they're very quiet. They don't tend to bring out an awful lot of things. So yeah, I don't think it, just trying to see where it says how many issues are in the collection here. Not seeing anything down here at the moment, but Yeah, doesn't really say. But with every collection, they can get extended. Doctor Who is a perfect example of that. So inside here, we've got also another flyer. So I think they put far too many in this. And then inside here, I'm going to get the clock out. Whoops. Got to get the clock out, and this is the little clock. And they do another collection like this called the Classic Pocket Watch Collection. So there's loads of people selling them on eBay, Vinted. But inside here, this is our little clock. So you can see we've got tape down the side here. Now there should be a little white, you see that little white tag thing? That's to make the battery like not work. I don't know how long this has been in the pack, because this is years old. And I found it one day and I was like, oh my God, I've got to get it there and then. But this person who was selling this was literally like £6.99. They didn't want like ridiculous amounts of money. So they did a really good offer on this, which is how it should be. If an issue is priced at £6.99, if you want to make a couple of profit, yeah, but don't like sell an issue one and charge like 40-50 quid for it. That's just greedy in my view. Now in here, look at this. Oh, look at that. Wow. Now this is starting to peel off a bit, but remember this is like a little clock, and as you can see, that does ring round. That's like plastic, I think. That is absolutely stunning. Now obviously if you wanted to, there is a little section I need to look at here. If you wanted to, what you could do is use yourself a watch removal case tool, and you find the little section here, just pop it up under there, and that will lift it up. Now I can see under further inspection there is a battery in there. Whether that works, we don't know at this time, but we're going to put that to the test and we will show you. So basically, as you can see here, this is what we call the crown. So don't yank it too far that you're going to damage the mechanism. But what we want to do is just pull it up slightly, if we can. It looks like it's at full. Yeah, that's full because you've got that little ping there, I think. So what we need to try and do is dislodge this plastic clip. Okay, let's have a look here. And then if we get the current time, Alexa, what's the time, please, love?
The time is 5:07 p.m.
So 5:07 p.m. Then we would use the crown to just move them hands round. And my gut feeling is the battery is not going to work because I don't know. I can't say for sure how long this has been left in this pack for. So 5:07 he said. So as you can see, we've got Roman numerals on this clock here. So I'm going to put it at just a few minutes past 5 and we'll put it there. And moment of truth, is it going to work? Yeah, it's a dead battery, unfortunately. I did expect that because obviously this is a bloody old collection. So that old, the battery's probably not going to work. What I'll do is I'll get some battery. Don't get the cheap nasty batteries because they leak. You need a decent sized battery, but that is your first little watch, and I'm on a mission to collect the whole set because I want the whole set of these. I absolutely love these little clocks. Even if the battery didn't work and there's a mechanical issue down there, I can take it to a clock repair shop, or I could just pop it on there and leave it to stand by. One of the perfect examples as well is another clock collection brought to you by the former Egamos. I've put new batteries in here before, and the brand new batteries from Amazon, and within about a couple of days they stop working. And it sort of makes you think, is the watch actually like a prop watch? Because it doesn't seem to last very long before you need the next battery. I'm forever changing batteries, so whether they're just for to collect and not use, but I think the idea is so you could use them. But yeah, I have this big obsession with collecting clocks. So I love wall clocks, alarm clocks, pocket watches, wrist watches, little ornament clocks like this. So yeah, that is issue 1, guys, of the that was called the military watch collection, this one. and this is the miniature clock collection, but that was called the Miniature Clock Collection, brought to you by Hachette. And would you believe, if you just put Hachette in Vinted, like just the word Hachette, you won't believe the amount of old collections I've seen on there. I've seen things like the art of calligraphy. I've never heard of that before, but yeah, as I say, if you've seen an old collection like this and you think, oh, I've missed my chances, fear not, because these wonderful people out there do have them, and at some point they will sell them. For me, I'd never look at selling my collection because it is a collection. I know at the back of my mind it won't come out again unless perhaps a few years down the line. This I can't see coming out again. I'd be very, very surprised if it did, but given how long it's been, I can't say this will come back, because obviously it's got to make money. A perfect example of that was Amacom. They bring out a collection called the Animal World or something, and you get a magazine with a plush toy. That got pulled because it wasn't making money, and they discontinued it very abruptly. So yeah, if it's not making money, they're not going to bring it back. But my nan has got loads of these, and I might have a word with her and see whether I can, you know, have them. But she'll probably sell them. But yeah, she started this, and it was so funny because back in the day, I was collecting. She went for this collection, and I went for, you know, the RBA real life bugs in the acrylic blocks. I went for that, and I used to go to a shop called Martin's in Whittam to get them each week, and unfortunately that's no longer there. It was there for many years, and it's turned into a shop called Toast, so I'm not really sure what they do apart from cooking toast, but but yeah, it's just absolutely wonderful, isn't it? A collection like this still out in 2025 through these lovely sellers that are there making, you know, us keep this memory of this collection alive. And also by doing a video on it, you know, it can share, you know, we can share what old collections Hachette have, and then hopefully Hachette might see it and bring it out again. Who knows? But that is that. So thank you very much for watching. We've got more surprises with a few other collections I've got planned, and we will be seeing another collection to this. I have got issue 2 of this, and I can't wait to show you, so please remember to like, share, subscribe. If you haven't done so already, always tap that notification bell so that you can be notified as and when a video pops up on the channel. And I will see you soon for more of the Miniature Clock Collection, brought to you by Hachette, a former collection. Thank you for watching.